Right? Hello? Right. Good evening. Hello? Right. Good evening. Hello. I'm joined here with He Who Hungers to cast what is a powerhouse of a Dota tournament.
Good evening, everyone. I'm very excited about this game. So, two absolutely cracking teams we have here. And as you may see popping up in the chat already, it is actually Taltarian, the offlaner, I believe. Of Stinky's Holy Warrior's birthday. It's a very special day.
Oh. Right, we're just seeing everyone come into the lobby at the moment. Right. I think everyone's in place. Transitions. I think everyone's here, so let's do a ready check. Let's wish him a happy birthday. Is everyone ready for a game of Dota?
I am super ready for this game.
It's going to be what a game. What a game. Right, Stinky's are ready. George Foreman's ready. Let's start the pick.
Let's go.
Let's start the pick. Why is it not letting me start the pick?
I do not know.
Let's just unmark, remark it. Oh, no, there we go. Oh god. This does not look good. But we'll see what happens. It's going to be like our games earlier, Jesper, where we had to wait 5 minutes every time it types in. Right, let's click it once and then hope it goes eventually. Still a beta game, everyone. Still a beta game.
I just send out a ping for the stream.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And it appears as though we're into the draft for this one.
Oh, instant banning Warlock. That's what we like to see.
Instant ban on the Warlock. Yeah, I mean, it is just here you want to get out in the current meta is the new Fatal Bonds. It's so annoying to deal with.
We did see match 5-mana team 1v5 with Fatal Bonds and Disco Pony at the start.
It is just not a risk you want to run in these games, or at least not if you don't have to pick yourself, because if you do,
yep,
it is something you can just pick up if the enemy decides not to ban it. But obviously Stinky's having the first pick in this game, looks like. And as a result, George Fourman+Grill deciding to get it out.
Yep. The usual Witch Doctor bans as well. Interesting Dazzle pick. I wonder if that's to counter anyone.
Let's see. I did look at some of the support players on George Fourman+Grill, which I think are Braxy and Duranbong. I think he's on the website. This game is against Theed, but I think that's the same guy. And I do think they both play Dazzled, so it's not a very surprising ban.
Yep, I got
Actually,
Braxy as
might
+4.
not. It is a quite interesting fact I found about Braxy. He has exactly 5 games that are not turbo on his account.
Are they all in
And
houses?
they're not all in house. These are just like normal pub games. It doesn't count the tournament packs, but he has 5 games outside of Turbo or tournaments, and in those games he picks Witch Doctor and Pites. So that explains the 2 bans going out from.
It feels like it's an unnecessary ban,
them.
but still.
Probably.
Jakiro.
Yeah,
Very
I've
strong
got
at the moment.
the tide coming out for George Fourman+Grill.
Yeah.
It is probably a Ruff McThickridge hero.
Really?
God, they do change their names every single time, don't they? Actually, no, I think Scotty is actually offlaning for them. Ignore me. Where is he?
I was going to say, that's the wrong team. Ruff McThickridge is on the other.
Oh, yeah, I'm confusing them. That's my bad. Yeah, no, that's going to be Scotty on the GFG team.
Okay. I still wonder why we can't see the Jakiro image, but, you know, again,
actually, no problem. Probably just Dota being a bit...
being very
Dutch on that one. I did see this in a different game where it was also Jakiro that was being hidden, and it was also Gyrocopter in the same game. So maybe
Gyro is still in the pool. Is Gyro a hero anymore?
Yeah, he is very strong right now.
Ooh.
The change to flat cannon just makes it that you can just as soon as you turn off flat cannon, you just harass everyone in the lane that you can see, and becomes very annoying to deal with. And the buff to the Ags just means you farm even faster.
Might be picked up by GF&G because it's quite a turbo played hero.
Would not be surprised to see that alongside the tide as well. I've got a Dark Willow picked up by Stinky Solo Warriors.
I've just noticed Stinkies don't have a banner.
They do for me.
Oh, it's
they do
just
for
the
same
you?
as their
okay.
Just the same as their normal icon.
Oh, very good then. Maybe the face of George Foreman ruining my Dota experience.
We've got support packs for George Foreman+Grill coming out in Lion and Winter Wyvern. Winter Wyvern, I don't think we've seen a huge amount of it, but obviously always great hero, can do get a lot of work done with the curses. And Lion is, I think, just universally loved by support players everywhere.
Good burst as well.
Classic hero.
They've got quite a bursty team, really.
So they do. And the Drow coming out from Stinkies. Yeah, I believe this is a Zebulon hero. Drow is just his most played hero, so it makes sense for them to want to secure that one.
5 seconds remaining.
It's extra time.
They are digging into this extra time. They are still missing their offlane and mid pack, so I would expect their offlaner to come out here, and I'm saving the mid pack for last.
Yep.
And then George Foreman+Grill can choose to either reveal their carry or their mid, and then last pick the other one.
Legion offlane? Could be a Legion mid.
It could be. They could flex it.
Stinky's known for flexing.
I don't know, but I do think Penn is probably the person on the team with the widest hero pool.
True.
So I could definitely see. I do see he has also got a decent number of games on Legion. I don't know if they're all mid though. So we're gonna have to see about that one. And yeah, George Foreman+Grill are looking for their heroes for, I think, Obnot and Kamaya UK. Let's see what they're gonna come out with. Invoker. I think. Oh, that's a very interesting pick. I do think both Kamaya UK and Penn play it. So that's it's a very cool pick. Penn or brother, Kamaya actually has almost 200 games on Invoker. This is his most played hero. So
Okay.
they've got to be very happy to pick this one up.
I must say, I think Stinky's draft is a little bit more meta at the moment than George Foreman's.
Probably, yeah.
George Foreman seemed to have a collection of just solid heroes. Stinkies have gone for, these ones are strong right now. Drow's strong, Willow, Jakiro. Even I'd say the LC is strong right now, so...
Yeah, I believe George Foreman and Grill are going for the comfort heroes more so than
Yep.
what they're seeing as meta picks. So I'm pretty sure Scotty likes his tide. Duranbong has played quite a bit of Winter Wyvern, and obviously, as I was saying earlier, Kamaya does seem to enjoy a bit of Invoker.
Mm.
But this does mean that obviously Stinkies will have their information about the mid lane matchup, so you can make the choice among that. See George Foreman and Grill already branding out Sniper for the mid. Don't want to be dealing with that.
No one likes to deal with a farm sniper.
No one does.
Still surprised to see the gyro in the pool. Maybe no one fears the gyro if no one plays the gyro.
I mean, it is still open for George Foreman and Grill to take it if they want it. I don't know if Upnot plays it, but you know.
Yeah, there's plenty of things still in the pool though, isn't there? You got your Sven.
Yeah, considering George Foreman and Grill have mostly been going for the comfort picks, I don't expect it to be coming out. Unfortunately for Upnot, his most played hero is Drow Ranger, which obviously they cannot pick.
Maybe
I might see something like a Jug or a PA coming out, based on the heroes he's played.
You're right, PA still in the pool, still quite strong. Really taking their time with this last ban.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Storm Spirit ban. Interesting.
Storm Spirit does not appear to be a hero Penn plays a lot, but he has got some games on it, so maybe not just another hero that George Foreman doesn't like to deal with.
They just don't like the Storm Spirit.
Yeah.
He's quite powerful in the turbo scene, isn't he? So
I would imagine so, yeah.
oh, come on. The suspense is thrilling me.
It's very tense, but obviously being the last pick, both teams free to just sink as much reserve time as they want into this last pick.
Yeah,
Make
we're
sure
going to
they got
start
the carry
taking
much
some of
they're happy with.
Take some of that off them at the start, I think.
But yeah, it looks like George Foreman and Grill are going for a pretty strong teamfight setup between the Titan and Winter Wyvern. Invoker also some spells to help out with that. And Stinky's Holy Warriors probably hoping for more out of the laning phase and to snowball from that. But much is going to come down to this. The carry that's going to be picked for George Foreman and the mid for Stinkies.
Really sinking all of that time. It's better be good.
It's got to be good. I think this PA might still be a pretty good pick for George Foreman here.
Yep. There you go.
There it is.
Oh, instant pick.
And instant pick Monkey King.
Oh, that's interesting.
They were very sure that they wanted that.
Yeah. That's going to be a good matchup.
It is a Penn Monkey King, so that means it is going to be Ruff McThickridge on the Legion offlane. And yeah, the picks for George Foreman go quite as we expected them. And yeah, so this means obviously Phantom Assassin can come online within a decent amount of time, given a good lane. So if they get the team fight set up together for George Foreman and Grill, they could take advantage of that. Obviously, Kamaya on his choice hero here on the Invoker.
Duranbong
So he's gonna be happy
in
with
lane
that
with the
pick.
PA. Wyvern in
Mhm.
lane with the PA is going to be quite a useful lane. A lot of harassing the Wyvern.
On the other side, obviously, Penn also familiar with the Invoker mid, so possibly also knows how to play the Monkey King into it. Considering they were very happy to pick that one into it. It seems like we've got a great game on our hands here. With that, we are into the game. Would you like to introduce the Radiant squad?
What do you mean?
Just like call out the players and the heroes they're playing?
Oh, we got Zebulon and Drow Ranger. Levonator on Dark Willow. Ruff McThickridge on such a name. On Agent Commander. Where are they going? Got Taltarian on Jakiro. One missing, and we got Penn on Monkey King.
Penn.
They're all coming
Yeah,
around this
Taltarian, the birthday boy today. It is his birthday,
it
and
is
I
his
believe
birthday, isn't it?
it is his birthday. And I believe 4 of the members on
Ooh.
Stinkies are actually brothers. I think Zebulon is the only non-brother in it.
They've gone for first blood. GF and G are
There's
in.
immediately a fight here between 2 squads. Praxi walking away with first blood on Penn here, but Upnut and potentially Scotty going down in return. It's a good stun by Braxi trying to keep him back, but I think Scotty might still die here to the blood grenade and the dual breath. Second blood grenade committed just to make sure. So that's a 2-for-1 exchange in the favor of Stinky's Holy Warriors, but George Foreman and Grill walking away with that first blood.
Yep. It's a good start for both teams, I think.
Mm-hmm. So to complete the introduction for George Foreman and Grill, we have Scotty on his Tidehunter, Praxi on the Lion, Kamaya UK on the Invoker, Duranbong on the Winter Wyvern, and Upnut on the Phantom Assassin. So with that kerfuffle over, we see everyone retreating into their lanes.
Yep. I'm just going to focus on mid for most of it, unless you say something's happening and we'll switch lanes.
Keep an eye on them.
Also, David's pointed out that the title's wrong. But I have no idea how to change it, because I am not a streamer.
It's a bit of a rush coming in on both of the science lane. Nothing outside of expectations. Both teams seeming to play them reasonably cautiously. They want to be giving anything away to the other team.
Bust hit denies up. Have a little look. Braxy going in.
Braxy getting some good D-wards out with the sentry here. Cleared 2 sentries and an observer. But that has given Taltarian time to pull 2 of these creeps into the small camp.
Yeah.
Scotty and Braxy, a bit aggressive from Taltarian there, but he's taking half himself and leaving him alone. We also see Penn steadily creeping ahead on the last hits and denies compared to this Invoker here. As we said, they were very happy to pick this Monkey King into the Invoker, so
yeah,
potentially a matchup Penn knows quite well.
Duranbong doing some good creep control up top.
Levonator trying to pull the top lane here, but only gets the range for it. Duranbong gives him quite a few slows for his troubles. Levonator taking a bit of damage there, but goes into the Shadow Realm to escape. Ruff McThickridge are kind of left alone now here, so Upnut and Duranbong melee don't jump on him, but the Bramble Maze laid out by Levonator to keep him safe. Well, Penn in this mid lane continues to storm ahead of Kamaya UK on the Monkey King. He's definitely having a great time in his mid lane.
He's doubled his last hits.
Oh, Zebulon and Taltarian getting aggressive onto Scotty here. The slows are out. Braxy is a nice stun to keep them back, keep Scotty alive. Taltarian completely out of mana now. That's something Braxy is gonna like, because you don't want to be dealing with this constant dual breath spam coming out. Some action in the top lane as well. It looks like Upnut and Duranbong made a go on Ruff McThickridge here, but they turned it around on Duranbong. He's creeping away with very low health. Levonator to catch him in the Bramble Maze, but doesn't look like he's getting the last hit in. He's still looking for it though. He wants his. Gets Shadow Realm hit off, but not enough to finish him off. It's Ruff McThickridge feeling her position in the lane right now, but he's a lot of tower damage to get these last hits. Scotty in the bot lane still sitting on pretty low HP. Taltarian and Zebulon probably looking for a go on him, but Braxy's covering his flank quite well. They're actually going aggressive on Taltarian here. There's the stun, there's the anchor smash. Taltarian goes down to Scotty. It's nice, nice low kill picked up for Fourman+Grill there. Scotty, however, very low on health and mana at the moment. Should be getting some regen in, and he's buying the Self and Clarity, getting him shipped out.
Right, stream info should be sorted. I worked it out. Let's have a look what's going on.
And it looks like Kamaya has actually clawed his way back into the last hit decently. He's only 8 last hits behind Penn now, whereas he was doubled before. So it looks like he's finding his own a bit more in this lane.
Good. The monkey's pushing him well under the tower, though. Although getting hit by the tower.
Keep the pressure off, but it's taking a couple tower hits for it.
Although the Invoker's now a level above, so clearly some denies happening here.
Yeah, he is a deny ahead of Penn now. Probably gets him a little bit of that experience advantage that he's looking for. It looks to be like maybe a quarter of a level at the moment.
Oh, what's going on top? Ruff McThickridge is going in.
Oh yeah, he wants Duranbong. He's caught by the Bramble Maze. They might get Duranbong here.
Oh, they got him.
Last hit from Levonator gets it. Upnut wants his revenge going. Ruff McThickridge and gets it. He's going on for Levonator. Seeing if he has the damage to finish him off. Levonator has no mana, so there's no way to retaliate against this. There's another dagger coming out. If he gets his Phantom Strike off,
oh, the monkey's in!
Oh, there's Penn.
That's a good rotate from Penn.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good blink away from Upnut.
Yeah.
Make sure Penn can't follow up and he TP's back to the mid lane. Just want to be giving this Invoker free time.
It was a reasonable try. We're heading up to 7 minutes, so the supports are positioning well.
And we see Taltarian actually going up to the XP rune of George Fourman+Grill, while Levonator is securing their own, so they're looking for these double experience runes. Got them both.
We did get a hint that George Fourman+Grill didn't know there were these runes in the game.
It is quite possible.
They are in turbo,
but
they do. Have they taken advantage of this? Zebulon's getting gone on. Oh no, I think he, yeah, nice from Taltarian.
Oh, there's a stun on Zebulon. Don't think there's much follow-up more from Scotty coming.
No,
Zebulon
that's
walks
Zebulon.
away. Kamaya is also putting the pressure
Kamaya
on
is-
this Monkey King now.
Yeah,
He's-
really pushing Penn back.
Yeah. He wants to close this gap in the last hits, whereas Penn's still leading by 7 last hits, but Kamaya getting those denies in.
Kamaya's
Obviously,
still
with the
a
ultimately
nib in
failed
of fix.
rotation from Penn, also have given Kamaya a bit more space. Ruff McThickridge having a good time in this off lane as well.
Yep.
Spurging off the slows from the Winter Wyvern and the PA with the press the attack. It's very good too against it. Well, item-wise, I don't think there's anything particularly surprising coming out. Oh, they're going on Taltarian on bottom. Scotty and Braxy both on top of him. They're getting him, but Zebulon's looking to get a return kill. Doesn't want to chase it too far though.
They just plucked off a warding support.
Yeah.
Lots of pings around mid.
Yeah, there's pings coming in from Braxy here.
Yeah.
I think. Not quite sure what they were
Monkey's gone top.
planning to do.
Do they know
Yeah,
the
Penn
monkey's
is
there?
ready to jump on Duranbong here. Gets the jump. Duranbong dodging the brambles, but the duel's out from Ruff McThickridge.
He's got the dual damage. It's a good duel.
Yeah, that's a kill.
And
mate.
a kill on
Kamaya's
Penn
also
as well.
rotated over.
The perfect dual damage. You get your damage
Yeah.
on your Legion, you get your kill on your mid.
Scotty and Kamaya also rotating in for this, but not able to get the return kill.
Oh, yeah.
So Stinky should be happy to retreat from this with that kill and duel win in their pockets. And obviously this freed up the bottom lane for Zebulon. He's happily farming away.
Four coming mid. Do you think they'll collapse on Penn? He hasn't got very much mana as well.
They do not have Ravage yet, so maybe Scotty just tracking back to the bot lane.
Lion
So
playing
they
it
wanna
super
keep-
safe bot lane as well.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be caught out. Because if he gets hit by one of these slows from Zebulon or Taltarian, he might very well be dead. Braxy now checking the wisdom room, but obviously a little bit too late, doesn't find it.
Oh, Scotty stealing all bounty rune there.
Yeah. Getting a little bit of money for his team there. The level 6 is there on Braxy now, and Scotty's is very close, so they're probably going to look to do something with the Ravage Finger after that.
Yep. Be a good way to take out a drow this early as well if they knock it down a few bits.
So they're marching up on Taltarian, but a good gust from Zebulon pushed them back, and now Scotty's actually on the retreat.
Yep. Scotty very close.
Zebulon wants this though, he's running in. He doesn't find the angle.
Into that sweet lot where it's a lot better to last hit on drow. Low level drow is famously hard to last hit with. Let's go back mid, see what's going on. No, kind of peaceful.
Yeah, both these score
Close the gap now though.
happy to just
Penn only 3
farming
last
away
hits.
now. Obviously at this point it's not too easy for Penn to get onto the Invoker with like what is there with Cold Snap and Tornado and whatnot. Doesn't actually have any points in Wax, so it's mostly the Cold Snap and the Ice Wall you would be worried about.
I will point out 22 denies on that Invoker. Kamaya has worked for this to get it back.
Yeah, Penn is rotating on
going
top
top.
again. He wants to find up knot. Jumps on a tree. Has a good jump here. Jumps on the
Slaps it
PA.
down.
Out
Oh, this
in the
is very good.
brambles, that's
This is
the goal.
very good.
Yeah, it's another dual win for Ruff McThickridge and another kill on Penn. He's got to be happy with these rotations. On the bottom lane, they seem to find both Scotty and Braxy.
Oh,
There's action happening around the map for Stinkies. I got to be very happy with this.
yep. Taking a small lead.
And Zebulon
Penn going back
actually
top again.
surpassed Upnot now on the last hit. Oh, they're
Oh, he's
going
on
on Duranbong.
Lovely.
Duranbong is very dead. Stinky's Holy Warrior is not letting up on Fourman+Grill in this game. And looks like Levonator and Ruff McThickridge are looking to pressure this top tower a bit while Penn returns to the mid lane. Fort coming out from Fourman+Grill. But the catapult's still alive for Stinkies. If they can manage to keep this alive, this top tower could very well die. They are retreating though. Don't want to push their luck. Upnot's now rotated bottom actually. Probably doesn't feel safe farming the top lane at the moment.
Good thing to do if you don't feel safe. Go try a different lane. See what you can get.
They're trying to create some action on Taltarian and Zebulon here, but they are able to stand very far back. So it's only the Winter Wyvern that can actually reach him with the Arctic Burn. Span is actually rotating over to bottom again. He wants to hunt Upnot.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jesper. It's clearly just a branch. Oh, there's a monkey on that branch.
Upnot's is spidey senses are tingling. He's activated the blur, is running away.
Well, they have vision.
Oh, they have a ward there.
They have a lovely ward here, which has shown that branch turning into a monkey and flying into the trees. So they are well aware of what's going on.
So Upnot's continue his quest for the Battle of Fury up here in this jungle. Almost has the Claymore, so not too
bad.
Not too bad there.
What's going on? Nope. Mid's got some backup behind her.
Yeah.
They might.
Oh, Penn's getting a double damage here though. Upnot would be very happy to take that away from him.
Is Penn gonna do anything with it though?
I would expect so. He's been on the rotations before, but so far just happy to push out the mid lane. I mean, there's not many heroes showing for Fourman+Grill, so you might have a hard time deciding where to go.
Legion getting...
He is moving top now.
Yeah, looks like I'd go get Duranbong again.
Yeah, they're the only ones showing, so... Oh, Monkey King is turned into a little shrub now. There he goes, jumps out of it. Looking to set up onto Scotty here, or potentially Duranbong if he shows, but he's
got the double
far back.
I tied at this point with...
There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of... Oh, that's a lot of damage on Scotty.
I'm not sure the ultimate was needed there. However, secured the kill.
Yeah, you know, you do what you have to do. But yeah, a lot of good team play coming out from Stinky's here between Ruff, McThickridge and Penn, getting those early dual kills in.
Will they catch Duranbong? No.
Ruff already on 30 dual victory damage.
Duranbong gone bottom to an empty lane. Oh, I'm back again.
Yeah, he went back. He wants to stay around for this. Maybe looking for a good curse.
Smoke.
Smoke coming out from Stinkies.
This should make my life
They're looking for something more. Upnot is up here. He's gonna break their smoke, but obviously they don't see him yet. There's another smoke coming out from Stinkies. They double smoked on this, but Upnot's already out of there.
They're gone. Their vision.
I'm still looking for more, but all of Fourman+Grill, aside from Braxius and Base, are sticking together now. Don't want to give him any more of these dual kills.
Right, they should probably be pushing this mid tower now, pressuring them, forcing them to come fight, because they're very strong.
That's exactly what they're going to do. The whole of Stinky's Holy Warriors just around this mid lane trying to take the tower.
We do have a Tide Hunter Ravage up. And Stinkies are quite grouped together, realistically.
It looks like
you could get a decent Ravage off on this.
Look, both of the 14 minutes experience were also picked up by Levonator. So
Tide has got his blink as well.
Oh yeah, he's looking for this.
He wants it.
But I don't know if I think he's still high. Okay, they've seen him now, so they definitely know this Tide has the blink. Stinky's only were playing pretty cautiously around it.
I mean, you're assuming they click on heroes.
I am
Go
assuming. They have got Scotty here.
Cancel this blink.
Just getting some chip damage on it. But yeah, most importantly, cancelling the blink dagger to prevent the Ravage initiation. And Zebulon goes back to farming. Doesn't want to fall behind this PA.
There's a lot of posturing mid. A lot of posturing.
Yeah, both teams are looking for something here, but not quite confident enough to make the jump to the other side. As the line is drawn by Fourman+Grill to go bottom and mess with Zebulon. They are making the move over, but there is a observer here from Stinky's that might spot them out if they try to go for this. Which is exactly what happens. Levonator and Taltarian are in position to defend. The blink by Braxy misses a stun on Levonator.
It's a little bit of a piss off Brambles there.
Yeah, and looks like
TPing
Grill are gonna have to be happy with just the bounty run on that rotation. It's not what they're looking for. As Abnat has now finished up the Battle Fury, he's looking for the Desolator as the next item. Trying to get his team some damage that they desperately need right now. As we see Kamaya go for the Hand of Midas into Boots of Travel, looking to buy the Aghanim Scepter next.
Do we go blink online? Yep, we've gone blink online. We're getting a full staff.
Just want to support team a little bit. Penn has an Echo Saber and is also very close to finishing his own Desolator. There's going to be a lot of damage coming out from this Monkey King when he gets that. They're trying to jump Kamaya here, gets a stun on him, but don't want to chase up too far. They're probably afraid of this Ravage.
Stinky's aren't that far ahead in gold at the moment. And the PA on GF and G, 131 last hit. Let's go net worth.
Kamaya with this Boots of Travel has the liberty to just rotate around the map like this, do some split pushing, spam rotates over. He still wants to kill on this Invoker. Doesn't have the backup to get it right now. Zebulon looks to be rotating over, but probably just wants these creeps.
Oh, he's got Blade Mail.
Oh, they're going on Scotty here, on Ruff McThickridge, but he's hexed by Braxy. Scotty going for him as well, but he's very tanky right now. Sunstrike coming in.
The Sunstrike was good.
Mid the Ravage to get the kill. It's the kill on
Oh,
Ruff
Ravage and the
McThickridge
finger.
anyway,
The finger is
Braxy.
now down. It's a good finger stack.
Right, both were used, but, you know, just want to secure that kill. I've got it.
I always feel at early line, it doesn't matter if you get the kill or if you're, as long as you use the finger and get the stack. Because the cooldown is such a long time at the start, you want to build those stacks early, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. And at this point in the game, you're not going to be using the finger for anything else than to get a kill. So you might as well get a kill with it.
Yep.
As Stinkies have just taken their Tormentor, given a shard to Taltarian.
Okay.
A lot of Liquid Frost, always an ability you're happy to have.
It's good for the push.
Yes.
Which they did seem to struggle with. They've been trying to take that mid tower for a while, and it took a long time to go.
It is, but they did eventually get there. But Kayama continuously TPing around the map with these Boots of Travels, trying to push the lanes out as far as he can to give up not the space to farm up this Desolator. So it looks like both teams have sort of just fallen back on farming for a little bit. I'm not clearing a big ancient stack here in the dire triangle. That should get him a decent distance towards his Desolator.
Oh, that's a juicy stack.
It's very juicy. Do you have another one? They don't.
Let's put PA top net worth now. There you go. Power of stacks.
It's the 4 others from Fourman+Grill trying to look for Ruff McThickridge here. It's a good blink stun by Braxy with the Hex follow-up.
They've got him slowed.
They don't have the Ravage for this, so they're going to have to be a little bit careful. As the rest of Stinky's Holy Warrior is hot on their pursuit. We also see a lot of party hats coming out from Stinky's Holy Warrior celebrating Taltarian's birthday. You love to see it.
We keep that told by Jido earlier today that the party hat usage is in the Dota API. So we will be able to see who is fun and who isn't. Ob not getting the realizing there's a wisdom rune.
Yeah, picked it up.
It's good for your PA.
It's the first. I think that's the first wisdom rune picked up for Fourman+Grill.
Yeah, they
This game, so we're gonna be happy with that. He's gonna finish up his Desolator here with the Ancients.
Now, do they punish Stinkies? They are heavily deep at the moment.
Scotty probably wants to use his Ravage again. He's got a shard as well, so that's the anchor.
That's a lovely grouping there.
Yeah. I think Stinky's Holy Warriors are eyeing up the Dire Tormentor, but there's Scotty with the Ravage. There's the Cataclysm as well. It's a lot of damage, but Penn is in. They have to use the finger on Ruff McThickridge, so he's out. And that is 3 going down on Stinky so far. So I've been looking for more, but gets crit by Upnot.
Oh.
And it's only the monkey left alive, but he's caught by the tornado. It's a full team wipe for
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
George Fourman+Grill. They're very happy with that. Just training Scotty away for the full team wipe. And
I mean, it's part of being
Kamaya,
a Tide Hunter, isn't it? You know you're going down.
I mean, that is job. Kamaya immediately up to the top lane to put pressure on this tier 2.
Beautiful.
As the rest of the team is just taking it easy, taking this bottom tier 1, which also gives them a lot more space to play around. Yeah, that was almost a 4k gold swing for George Fourman+Grill. They're going to be very happy with that.
Yeah, extremely happy. It was a very well set up fight. I feel like if Stinky's learned anything from this is don't group together too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Aghanim Scepter from the Evoker coming in clutch there. Both Kamaya and Scotty, or Upnot, sorry, now going for the BKBs. Recognizing this magic damage and stuns from Stinkies, wanting something to deal with it. And Stinkies looks like are kind of just resetting, trying to recollect themselves. Maybe look for something along the line. Penn has finished up his own Desolator.
Shikira has Axe Boot logged in, so
he does.
That'd be interesting. It's a very powerful axe.
It is, but it's also very expensive for a support to get. See if we can get it. I think they have double boarded up this this cliff in the Radiant Triangle. They have. It looks like 2 boards, both placed by Taltarian, so that's very interesting.
He does seem to have double warded. In the same place. And there's even an enemy ward there.
It's just 3 wards chilling together.
That is money for the enemy team if they find that.
True. Stinky's just trying to get some money out of their own jungle before they look to get aggressive on George Fourman again. George Fourman, in the meantime, Upnot still farming up his BKB, almost has it. And Braxy is going to go on Ruff McThickridge.
Scotty has Ravage up again.
Yeah, are they going to want to commit it there? Scotty's just walking into him now. And there's a finger for the kill. It's another finger stack for Braxy.
It's a good pick off. If I were them, I'd start marching into this jungle down the bottom here and using that Ravage to get a few more. Oh, a tip coming in.
Tip coming in from Penn on his teammate and presumably brother, Ruff McThickridge. Zebulon finished up the Manta style, looking for the silver edge. Wants to get this break in against the PA.
How are we doing on PA? BKB done on PA, Battle Fury and Desolator. That is starting to be a scary PA.
Yeah, Upnot is very, very scary right now. Top of the net worth. Looking for the Abyssal Blade next, but probably looking to make a play around this Ravage before then. As Kamaya just keeps pushing in the waves onto Stinky's territory. This has got to be very annoying for them because they cannot put pressure on this PA with Kamaya constantly pushing his waves out. So it looks like Stinkies are going for a play. They've got
GF and G have smoked.
Taltarian and Zebulon moving together. Going Kamaya, they get him, but there's a Ravage. And Upnot is on Taltarian at the moment. Gets the kill. Going on for Zebulon. And Zebulon just stands no chance against this PA right now. He's trying to run away from him. There's an ult going out for Penn, but it does not look like George Fourman cares.
Just left it.
Scotty going on from there, going down. And I'm not very happy to take the 1v1. Well, it's in 1v2 now, but he's just destroying it. There we go. Picks up both
This
kills on
PA
Ruff,
is-
McThickridge and Penn.
Oh,
Levonator running away with his life. Abnot's chasing on still, but I don't think he can get the vision from this. And that's another one fight for George Fourman and Grill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So they're gonna take this tier 2 away from Stinkies, and there's nothing they can do about it. They try to go for the fortify, but I think they should still be able to pick it up after, depending on when this backdoor protection kicks in. Yeah,
if you're
there
on
we go.
Stinkies, what do you do about this PA now?
It is a tough one. Obviously, with the BKB, that's both the Jakiro and the Dark Willow not doing a whole lot anymore. So I think the idea from Stinkies to go for this Invoker while he's split pushing was a good one, but obviously just the smoke coming in from George Fourman and Grill to protect him made that fight less ideal than it
Oh,
wanted to.
Braxy just
They
went
got
down
pick on
from the
Braxy
monkey.
That's 700 gold to going the way of Penn. That's a good start. But yeah, I think Stinky just wants to avoid the 5v5 engagement. Right now, they're not winning these, especially when Ravage and Curse are up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we've even seen a Curse yet. They haven't needed it in the fight so far.
I think one of the few ways back into this is you try and get some damage on your Legion, and then you go for the PA with the Legion to start the fight.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, obviously, when they get this the silver ads, they'll also provide them with a way to at least tone down the crits from Abnot for a little bit.
Any nullifiers getting built?
Not yet, I don't
can
think.
see. I would be suggesting that starts now.
Kamaya's got something coming out. It is going to be the Aghanim Shard. Wants to get that upgraded EMP. Don't think I've actually seen this much. Oh, it's the thing that makes the EMP pull the heroes in. It's kind of like the old shard for Enigma.
Let's see. It's
And
down.
Zebulon's still working towards the silver edge. While Penn tries to go for the Monkey King bar, going for the lore accurate item. That also happens to help him a lot against this PA.
Scotty pinging the wisdom room finally, 2 minutes after it spawned. It's a GFG classic.
I mean, as long as Stinkies are not on their territory to take this away from them, it doesn't really matter, does it? Scotty goes over, picks it up. And George Fourman and Grill actually in the lead by already 9k now. This is looking very good for them.
I feel it might be one of those classic cases where they don't know how far ahead they are, and thus they're not pushing the advantage, or they...
I would expect they know they are pretty strong right now with this PA behind them.
Well, you think the moment your Tide Hunters Ravage is back up, you want to go looking, you want to go
Yeah.
hunting.
The
Monkey
whole
hiding in
of
the
Stinky's
tree.
team is around here. They might be looking for something here, but as I said earlier, the 5v5 engagement's very scary for Stinky's right now. This PA gets into the fight the right way with the BKB, there's very little that Stinky's can do about it.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower
PA now level 20, doing 1.5k
Comes back.
crits. It's
As there's a smoke from George Fourman and Grill, they want to use this Ravage.
tower is under attack.
Charging up the high ground into the Stinky's jungle here. And if they go straight, they are going to run straight into Zebulon, which is probably the ideal targets for them at the moment.
yep.
Not going down just yet, just content to get some wards up on this jungle and hold the high ground here. They are being scanned out by Stinky, so Stinkies know where they are. But obviously still smoke, so Penn is going to run into them here.
Oh,
Gets onto the tree. Scotty just commits a Ravage. They're trying to find him, but don't have
cannot
any way
knock
to
him
get
out of
out
a
the
tree with a Ravage, it seems.
Scotty's in the middle of this monkey ult. He's gonna die. Zebulon on the side got jumped by Abnot. Trying to get him away from him, but the BKB is not much he can do about it. Oh, that's Abnot. Crushes.
PA running away.
Yeah, he's
PA coming back in.
gets the kill on Taltarian.
Oh,
Kamaya goes
Oh, no,
down to
no.
Penn, but this is not looking good for Stinkies. Penn jumps on the tree, but gets slapped off it by Abnot. It's a triple kill for him.
3 levels.
Well,
as well.
four members of George Fourman+Grill do go down, so it's probably the best fight Stinkies have had so far. But yeah, this PA is incredibly hard to deal with them for at the moment. He's 8k gold ahead of the Monkey King, which is the highest on Stinkies.
Yeah, all of that net worth advantage is all on this PA, and to be honest, it's probably not where you want it. Although,
No,
one thing about where it is, it's 6.5k in his back pocket, so should probably spend some of that
that's
money.
true. Most of that advantage PA has over the Monkey King at the moment is in his bank account. So he's probably going to look to finish up the Abyssal Blade sooner rather than later.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yes. Everyone back on the map again, except for Kamaya and Penn. Yes, I'm not spinging out the Tormentor. He wants to do this. Has a DD, but doesn't feel quite secure about trying to solo it. Picks up the Vanguard and the Abyssal Blade on the way for him. It's gonna be even scarier with that. As George Fourman+Grill is gathering up for the Tormentor here. Tormentor up again for Stinkies as well, but they're not going for it yet. As Up not yet easily takes care of this Tormentor. Probably could have done it by himself, but better to be safe than sorry on those. Don't want an airy clip of yours going through the Discord. As it's 15 seconds to Ravage, it looks like George Fourman+Grill looking to smoke straight back into the Stinky's territory again. Do they have a smoke on anyone? Doesn't look like it for the moment. So maybe it's just gonna run down a lane, which decent way to accomplish the same thing. So the entire squad of Stinkies is down here as well. They're looking to defend this. Zebulon going aggressive with the
Straight in with the Ravage.
Scotty's in there with Ravage. The Cataclysm on top. There's the Monkey King.
Oh, it's a wasted Macropire.
Duranbong down. Yes, but PA, yeah, there's nobody can deal with this PA right now. So supports on the George Fourman+Grill going down, but PA cleaning up everyone else except for Penn. As this game is looking harder and harder to win for Stinkies. Is PA an absolute monster?
Can no one building Nullifier?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ooh, it's a toughie.
It is a toughie.
Middle tower has fallen.
Now GF and G will go high ground.
Yeah,
Radiant's middle tower
they feel very confident in their advantage right now.
Get faulted off.
Obviously, just stand on the high ground and tank the fortify. Obviously, I'm not taking a lot of damage from this due to the blur evasion.
Yep.
Yeah, there's just not much Stinkies can do about this. They're throwing the stuns onto Upnot now. Getting some damage in, and maybe the duel.
Upnot's going down.
There's no duel from Ruff McThickridge. And Upnot blinks out. They got the duel on Scotty now, but there's no damage coming out yet. Scotty actually wins the duel. That's 28 damage going the way of Scotty.
Oh dear.
It's gonna make
dear.
his I guess Vice even stronger.
Come on, GF and G, this is your time. Just keep pushing high
I'm
ground.
not quite sure what was stopping Ruff McThickridge from dueling the PA there, because he had a few seconds right next to him, but must have been disabled by something. As Kamaya is looking up this Zebulon here on the top lane, but doesn't
Go on, you got the Penn now. That's a beautiful
Oh,
stun.
they've got Penn. Penn is going down to this PA. Zebulon disarmed, looking for Duranbong, but doesn't find it. Abnot picks up another kill in Taltarian. Zebulon doing decent amount of damage to the Invoker. Kamaya goes down. Spam bot back on the Monkey King, and George Fourman+Grill are happy to just retreat from this. Two buybacks committed from Stinkies. Both Penn and Ruff McThickridge buying back for that one. So yeah, they took the 3-3, they forced 2 buybacks. George Fourman+Grill very happy with this result.
I'm still not sure why GF&G didn't just man up. Go take the fight. The PA sort of ran out.
They probably could have, but without PA, BKB probably didn't feel quite as
I
safe.
guess,
And honestly,
yeah.
if you've already forced the 2 core buybacks, you might as well just reset and go for another fight with your new Ravage. Which they do have again, so they can go whenever.
Excellent.
PA Divine Rapier when?
I mean, at this point, it just looks like he can do whatever he wants. He's got an item coming out right now. It is the Aghanim Shard. Gonna get him that Fan of Knives, and he's gonna take up this Roshan all by himself.
Yeah.
Should have no problem taking this, and with an Aegis on that PA, like, that's double the trouble for Stinkies.
What do you swap out? You go boots, don't you? Boots out.
Probably,
Aegis
yeah.
in.
Doesn't need him at this point, just blinks around the fight, killing everyone. Braxi and Duranbong coming in to help him finish up the rush now, but it's nothing, or Stinky's not in position to contest this at all. Yes, Zebulon almost has the BKB finished, but obviously BKB not going to help him much against the damage from the PA. There is a tier 4 token here that he's trying to pick up, got it in the end.
I was going to say tier 4
To
as
leave
well.
one of his branches behind. They've got two at the moment. One, the Penta-Edge Sword on the Monkey King, and Zebulon with the Trickster Cloak. George Fourman+Grill very confident with their lead right now, marching down the top lane. Upnot has nothing to fear. He has actually slobbed out his BKB, so he's just gonna try to do as much damage as he can with the Aegis, and then rotate his BKB back in for the second life. Penn on the trees here, trying to scout out George Foreman, but PA with alacrity from Kamaya now. Get a
lion's
good
gone
jump
down.
from the Monkey King.
Braxi's
He's
dead.
getting a lot of damage on the PA. That's the Aegis down, but Penn is very low. He's committed his
BKB's
BKB
in.
as well. Trying to get... Oh, up now the second time. There's a huge
Didn't get
damage
the
coming out from
BKB off
Zebulon
in
to get
time.
him.
Ow, what a swing.
That's a huge fight for Stinkies.
Kamaya's
Chasing
gonna
on
try
for
and run.
Kamaya. They got the stun, but he did go Invis. Do they have any reveal?
Oh, the
I guess-
Dukes.
Yeah, he's giving them the jukes and goes the other way around. It doesn't look like they're gonna fight Kamaya, but that's 4 down on George Fourman+Grill. Obviously buybacks, or there weren't even any buybacks committed here. It was just the jump from the Monkey King did everything for them there.
Stinky's doing what you have to do, plowing straight down mid lane.
Absolutely.
Straight down.
That was like a 6k net worth swing towards Stinkies. This is their ticket back into the game.
You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going until you get a buyback from that PA. That's what you want. Oh, they've backed off.
Yeah, maybe still quite afraid of this, the Ravage.
Maybe.
Ravage
I think maybe they're
Cataclysm
scared of the
coming out.
team, but they don't realise that without PA,
Yeah.
they've been winning. Like,
Yeah, the PA is the only one like significantly ahead of the Stinky's heroes. The Invoker has a lot of money, but he's kind of level with the Monkey King and the Drow.
yeah.
So maybe could have put a bit more pressure there, but Stinky's choosing to play it safe.
Well, they're 10k ahead, and all of that is on the PA.
And as Stinky has just proven, if they get the right fight, they can actually bring her down.
It was a little bit of mishap from the Aegis, I think.
I'm surprised he didn't go straight into the BKB after the Aegis.
It was on
fell there.
cooldown.
He
It was on cooldown. He swapped the BKB in. It still had a
Oh,
second
right.
to go.
Didn't
and
quite have the
Yeah.
time on it, and it's the big
He managed
damage
to
coming
pop
in
it
from Zebulon. Yeah.
just as he died, he popped the BKB. It was a shame. You gotta be worried if you're Ruff McThickridge now. They're all next to you, buddy.
Fortunately, he is still in this shrouded part of the map, so George Foreman and
They have a
Grill
bit of
are
vision
not
over
going to
here,
find him
don't
right
they?
away.
They've got vision down there.
They do,
They're pinging a spot for vision. Nothing there.
yeah. It does not look like Stinkies have any vision around here. The closest wards are the one at the entrance of the jungles.
They've got the river nicely warded, but not the jungle.
So Upnot pushing in this middle wave, looking for the racks where the tier 3 is already done. Kamaya was TPing away to the banner runner, but thinks better of it. Just to stay with the team instead. Ben's
So the
trying
monkey's
to
up
get some
there.
scouting done. Trying to scout out George Foreman+Grill. They are strolling through their jungle.
I think if you're Stinkies, you have to be careful here because you want them to come to you.
Yeah, definitely. Penn's still up here, but just from the girl don't seem to know it. I'm not actually TPing back to the top tower, so they're not gonna go for the push right here.
Obnot's about to show, so they might go try and take a fight. They haven't got the
Zebulon,
PA.
Zebulon wants this. He's straight in with Silver Edge looking for George Fourman+Grill. They're gonna find Braxy up here. Penn is straight on him and takes him down a couple of hits. Oh, there's a good force stab, but Zebulon's got him.
Not enough. Now go take back your jungle. See what you can find.
Yeah. I mean, when the powerhouse TPs away like that, Stinkies are very quick to take advantage of the fact that their big carry is not there.
They might be able to find Kamaya.
This should make my life
Are
easier.
they going to give up?
Yeah.
Come on, keep going.
Straight into the jungle. It's gonna TP out under the cover of the Ghost Walk there. TP's all the way back to base. As this does give some breathing room to Stinkies.
Zebulon's still looking for that 6th item.
That doesn't have anything queued up yet. Might be that nullifier coming in that you were talking about earlier, because at some point they're gonna need something like that.
They have to.
As Ruff McThickridge is looking for the Heaven's Halberd, obviously also very good to dealing with the PA once the BKB is down.
I will say 44 minutes into the game, to still have the Gothas 30 is a bit sad on the Legion.
Yes. Oh, they found the double damage on Obnot. They're looking for this fight.
That
Scotty.
is disgusting.
Yeah, it's a lot of. There's gonna be a lot of damage. They have found Ruff McThickridge here. Penn is on the trees, but there's a good terrorize from Levonator. So Obnot goes in for Ruff McThickridge, but he gets glimmered by his teammates. Makes
So
it
hopefully
out.
they've seen the double damage now and they'll retreat.
They should have, yeah. But that's very fortunate for Stinkies and good terrorize from Levonator,
That's great.
keeping his Legion alive.
Because those are 4k crits that you do not need.
Absolutely not. But George Fourman+Grill is still coming. They're running down this bottom lane. The DD is timing out, so that's one less thing to worry about for Stinkies. Span is going back up on these trees, trying to scout out the other team and hopefully get another jump like they got in the last fight. Obnot doesn't want that though and is into the blur, so can't see him right now.
Macropire down at the moment.
Oh, they found Penn in the trees with the tornado. Kamaya is looking for him. So I'm not just throwing these daggers out, potentially fishing for a crit on one of these heroes, but they're staying well far back. Don't want any of that. As the daggers are coming out on Levonator and Taltarian now, but no crit.
There's no vision either way.
It's a bit of a standoff for this bottom tower, but they are getting damage on it, especially with these Alacrity's catapults. It's the Fortis Force from Stinkies, trying to keep their 2-3 alive. They are clearing the catapults out, but this tower only has 500 health left. That's the problem for Stinkies. You can't really make the jump yourself unless you're like getting everything on this PA.
You just have to wait, don't you?
Obnot learns from the previous fight, stays well back.
Did they get a Braxy? They got a Braxy.
Braxy goes down. There's the Ravage coming in for Scott. Doesn't do a whole lot. They got the duo on him.
Jeweled on the Scotty. Not the one you want.
It isn't, and Obnot is into for the cleanup.
Obnot's down.
Bring him down. So the buyback comes out from Penn to clean up Kamaya and Duranbong. That's another hold for Stinkies with an ultra kill for Zebulon.
That is a great hold.
These are the kind of fights they are hoping for at the moment. This is another 6.5 K gold swing for Stinkies.
Yeah. You just got to hold your high ground, take the fights where you need them, and then you can get yourself back
your way through this George Fourman+Grill lead. As Zebulon has surpassed the farm on Kamaya now. And it's getting, well, not significantly closer, but somewhat closer to the huge leads this PA had. But yeah, if Zebulon stays far enough back and gets the attacks out, he does a disgusting amount of damage to this PA. And now that he has the MKB finished, or is close to finishing it, actually picks it up, buys out for it, he's going to be hitting it very hard.
Penn goes up here. There's a delicious wisdom rune. One thing to note, if you ever play GF and G, they do not take the wisdom rune.
Wisdom rune
They
indeed
are
still there.
Chronic wisdom rune forgetters.
Zebulon pushing up the mid lane into the tier 3 here as Penn takes down the tier 2 tower in the bottom. Zebulon's still alone here, so GF&G may look to be a bit more aggressive then, but they may also expect the supports to be behind him. Don't want to chase up too far without their PA. As levonator pings out the double damage here, that's going to be good for Zebulon to pick up. As we do have a Roche available again, but don't know if Stinkies are feeling comfortable enough to go for it at the moment. Doesn't look like it. Well, I'm not TPs into the top lane, potentially looking for that very Roshan. He's got the Eden Moonshard now, as well as the Boots of Travel level 2. And the Satanic finished on Abnat. He is proper 6 slotted at the moment. Even 7 slotted with the Moonshard.
Well, at least as Stinkies, you know, it cannot get any worse.
Probably not, no. This is...
And they're taking the PA down now, so...
Yeah, they're clawing back this net worth lead. Only 9k lead left. As Abnat's going for the solo Roshan again. Yes. Stinkies are probably gonna look up to clean the Stormenter, but they are not aware of this Roshan being done, or do not feel confident in contesting it.
I don't think I'd want to contest it.
Potentially not, but the question is, would you rather fight the PA with the Aegis? They did before, they can do it again.
Is the PA going to swap out the BKB again this time, or will they go boot? BKB again!
It swapped out the BKB again.
I too
like
to live dangerously.
Now, hoping that will keep him safe.
Oof. Cheese on the Wyvern. It's an interesting choice. I would have put cheese on the Tide, but...
Cheese on the Tide, cheese on the Invoker works as well, but yeah. Apparently they just want... Maybe they just want Duranbong to keep it safe and give it to the PA once the Aegis is expended, if she's still alive.
Maybe.
Which is a pretty big F considering what happened the last time. So tier 4 tokens are also being freely distributed among the GF&G heroes at the moment. There's a refresher for Scotty, that's a second Ravage. Gonna be happy with that.
That's an interesting choice on the PA to go for Aesthetics Hat.
Yeah, maybe just feels uncomfortable with all the debuffs coming out from Stinkies, wants to defend himself against it.
True.
Maybe feels like doesn't need more of the damage and just wants to keep himself a little bit safer. Really, what's the big question is whether they can get the jump on Zebulon before Zebulon takes down this PA.
Zebulon's in the bot lane at the moment.
Yeah. Zebulon is looking for this Invoker here. Gets to the Gust, but the BKB is out from Kamaya as well as the Ghost Walk. Gets away.
It's an interesting way to show they are coming on.
Not once this, but Zebulon is out with the Silver Edge and Hurricane Pike. Does not want to get caught with his clutch.
Penn gets Scotty in the top lane.
Got a dual win off that. It's the old Penn and Ruff McThickridge combo. Takes down the tie down there. So you actually have hits on this PA here. They got the Pistol Blade out. And that's the Aegis down. If they can put the Monkey King ult on this and get some stuns out, this could be trouble for Abnat. As his BKB is still charging, but he does get the blink out, so it doesn't get caught like he did the last time. Duranbong goes down to Zebulon. Penn is back in, he wants more. He gets a huge crit on Braxy. Not enough to take him down though, and there's the damage coming in from Abnat. Takes down Penn, as well as Zebulon and Ruff McThickridge in one hit.
Oh dear.
Jesus. There's a lot of damage. And this is, I think, also a dieback on Penn here. Coming out with the other buyback.
Oh, just deleted the Jakiro.
Yeah. Zebulon and Ruff McThickridge spot back for this, but they're gonna need to find a really good jump to take down this PA again.
Get him,
And
Jewel,
he's
Jewel.
in. So Zebulon going straight into
Zebulon
melee
going too
range
far
against
forward.
not where he wants to be. Got hacked by the Lion. Has to commit the BKB just to run away. And Scotty is also back. They want to finish this game up. They notice Monkey King doesn't have buyback and they want to take full advantage of that. Both of the racks in the mid lane are going to be cleaned up.
Do you just go tier 4s here knowing that the monkey can't come back?
Potentially, it looks like they're just securing these racks right now, considering both the bottom and the mid racks are already open. Taking away both of those. They are just going to look for the megas, it seems.
They are being very
I'm going to
cautious.
try to force the issue. Maybe just want to cement their lead right now rather than threaten to finish the game right here, which they probably could have done, honestly.
Maybe just going
They're
for
just
the
content for the mega creeps right now.
going for the fantasy points. Got to boost those fantasy
Yes,
points.
Scotty finds another Ravage. I'm not trying to find Ruff McThickridge. There's a second Ravage, and Zebulon is right next to the PA. I'm not another triple kill, and this is going to be very hard for Stinkies to bring back. Still has a Satanic. Big could be used already. Zebulon is going to try to find him one more time. Actually, they got the stun on him, and the PA goes down. PA buyback. They want to finish this right now. Well, maybe.
Why are they running away?
Scotty being held up by
Obi not, you are super
Duranbong
strong.
there.
Just finish them off.
Yeah, so the PA committed to her buyback there, but didn't actually go for the jump back in. So this, while they are megat, is actually a chance for Stinkies if they can get this PA again.
This should make my
They've done it before, they can do it again. What's the PA on now? There's nothing really much more this PA can get. 10k in the bank.
She's got 10k in the bank. She's got savings for the next game.
Something's just been bought. Something at the secret shop.
It's the Axe Scepter. Axe Blessing completely is
Chomp the eggs.
bad. Yeah.
Come on. Divine Rapier.
Which just leaves about enough gold for another buyback in 7 minutes.
Oh, don't say that. I remind you back to 30 minutes in where the PA left and they could have continued.
Kamaya also has the refresher orb finished up now. So they do have the double Ravage and Cataclysm available if they want to go for it. Stinkies are valiantly defending the base against the Megas right now.
Blurring, all going invisible. Maybe powering up for a charge. What are you farming for, Obinot? what could you possibly want? You've got buyback. You've got 1.5k surplus. You got your battle fury.
Level 30.
You got level 30. You got a moon shard. You've eaten an axe.
He's about as decked out as he could be right now. Still wants more money.
You'll start calling Obi Musk.
He's going back up to the George Fourman+Grill side to pick up his lanterns and farm even more creeps.
What are you farming for? Alright, well they're done with farming, but what have we got in the invoke? We got Refresher, Scythe of Ice.
It's also
Invoker's also got Axe. Invoker could eat Axe and get another item, I guess.
Yeah, that's probably what he's looking for. He's got
the
Axe
it's queued up. It's queued up.
Yes, we see Penn going for the... What does the Reaver and Claymore make? I don't even know. Oh, that's the Satanic. Penn looking for the Satanic. Zebulon does have the Monkey King bar as well. It's doing a lot of damage to this PA right now. Has 2k gold surplus as well. Not quite sure what wants to go for right now.
So Zebulon could
there's
use
even-
an axe.
There's even a sheep stick on Levonator on the Dark Willows going for the axe, it looks like. Trying to get some damage in on it for zone.
A sheep stick on the Dark Willow. That is a lot of Dark Willow's net worth in one item.
With Barbarian coming in for Taltarian.
Going out for the Wisdom Rune as well. Like to see it.
Speaking of Wisdom Runes, 3 of those available for Judge Fourman+Grill.
This team just does not take Wisdom Runes. That is so much there. Like, Braxy would love all of that. That is 3,800 XP.
The only one, it seems, going back to their side of the map at the moment is Upnut, and he's already level 30.
Braxy, if you watch this back, go get your Wisdom Runes. Just go for a little look.
Upnut immediately, or in the meantime, finishing up another Roshan. Wants that 8 just to keep him safe, while he doesn't have to buy back. Cheese and Refresher Shard. Yeah, he picks up the Refresher Shard, does not have room for the cheese. But I think Braxy's coming up to take that. No? He runs back. Okay.
Oh, they've gone for the fight.
Cheese? We're leaving the cheese. There's a fight. Terrorize coming out from Levonator and the Monkey and going all committed as well. Does not look like Judge or Stinky's fans what they were looking for with that.
I think they were hoping to get a quick dicey kill whilst PA was up at Roche.
Yeah.
It did not work out that way.
It's unfortunate. BKB committed from Penn as well. This is a very scary moment for them. So BKB is down on Ruff McThickridge as well. They don't have BKBs on these 2 cars. Zebulon still has his. I'm not just prowling around here in the blur. Trying to find a jump that will win them the game.
Well, we're getting up to 60-minute items here, so maybe this will give them the push that they need.
Yes, 10 seconds away from this.
Do you think they'll go
And if
farm?
Upnut decides to go back to farming, then he will find them eventually.
Well, this PA loves to farm. 47k net worth. Needs more.
Ben is in on
Needs more.
Kamaya, but Kamaya commits to BKB and managed to get away. Ben trying to jump away through the trees, but managed to get to jump out with a Primal Spring. They're looking for Zebulon here. He's out very far, but that's the Silver Edge.
Come on, it's time for 60-minute items.
It is.
Do you think they know? GF and G might not know the timings. They're different.
I mean, Upnut is into the jungle, so he's found them now.
Oh.
Got his tier 5 token.
Oh, Stygian Desolator on the PA.
Yeah.
That is disgusting.
There's a dagger going into Taltarian. No crit. That set up the crit for the next one there.
What are we critting on?
That's Arcanus armor for Kamaya. It's gonna be.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's another.
I want to see Giant's Ring on this Scotty. I want to see super big Tide.
Chunky Tide is a sight of all. Kamaya's looking for Ruff McThickridge here. Gets a Hex. But think better of it. Ruff McThickridge does commit.
What are you scared of? You're 30k ahead. You've got an Aegis.
Something made Upnut back off there. Maybe thinking it was a bait of some kind. Zebulon is in on Kamaya, but Upnut is in on him. Managed to get him out. There's the Cataclysm. Oh, that's a lot of damage on Zebulon. Zebulon goes down. Penn has the ultimate on Upnut. Upnut jumping for Ruff McThickridge. Going for the duel against this PA. PA wins it easily.
Well, that's what you need on your PA, is 38 more damage. PA's down, first life in.
You do burn the Aegis.
Monkey returning back to
Kamaya goes down to Zebulon.
Oh, the Tide Anchor!
There's the second revenge from Scotty. Zebulon goes down again. Upnut's still alive, but getting bashed by this Monkey King.
And the Fountain.
Oh, the creeps just finished up the base.
Did we forget about creeps?
That is something that tends to happen in these long fights under Megas.
So George Fourman+Grill taking this first game in the series against Stinky's Holy Warriors. With a very strong performance by Abnat on the Phantom Assassin.
What a game. Alright, let's get the lobby set up for game 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very interesting game. I do think that they could have, GF&G could have ended it sooner. But chose
Probably.
not to.
But at some point, playing a bit too cautious, at some point, playing it a bit too risky with that PA buyback coming in with nothing gained for it. But in the end, they managed to finish it up.
I'd like to see Stinkies get a win tonight, though, if they can.
I was. It's Taltarian deserves to win for a day.
I think we're on a bit of a comfort break at the moment, so... Do we have any scores from the other games? How are Too Hot for Dota looking? Let's have a look. Ooh, it looks like Too Hot for Dota are winning their game against Spherical. And Dr. Jonas is offline, so that means that one has finished. Interesting.
I do also think Perium was casting another series.
I think Perium's in with Super and Hoxie at the moment.
Yeah, I think that's Wogan's Wizards and Bingus Academy.
Ah, of course. Strange that Plague's not there, that's his team.
Yeah, it looks like the lobby for that game is being set up right now.
Right, where are you? Let's get you into this lobby.
Very cool.
You can join me in Average Mancaf Enjoyers.
I do consider myself an average Mancaf enjoyer. Not a hardcore one, just an average.
That's all we ask. We only ever ask for average enjoyers. Add teams.
So it looks like the Billionaires versus Goon game ended in a 2-0 according to our inside source Chrono. It's not really an inside source because he's in either of those teams, but we're calling it him anyway.
Same password, lobby up. Hopefully they are on their way.
Yeah, both teams, I imagine, needing a bit of a mental reset on that after that game.
It's a long game.
60 minutes with those kind of stakes. The PA at some point without the buyback, and obviously Stinky's under a lot of pressure from South PA for a long time. Just need to collect themselves for a little bit.
You know what though? Didn't see too much gooning around for two of the lesser ranked teams in this tournament.
No, there was a lot of. I was very impressed by Braxy's Lion. Honestly, there were a lot of good blink jumps, a lot of good dodges of the spells from Stinky's. Unless he is like hitting games on his profile. Not a lot of experience in normal Dota games. So I think he may have at some point had his profile on private or something like that, or just a lot stronger than we thought.
Maybe. We'll see if we get a good second game out of them. What would you change for the second game? You're going to ban out that PA, do you think?
Honestly, the PA could be a shout. I think they might want to go for that. But the thing I feel that is most important for Stinkies to get rid of is that Invoker.
Yes.
Because Kamaya made a lot of space for Abna to farm in that game. With the early Midas bots just TPing around the map, pushing Everlane in, and just giving Abnat the room to farm up those items. So I think those two might be new targets for Stinkies in the next game. Does it look like Stinkies are back in the lobby, still waiting for George Fourman+Grill?
Alright, so I need them to swap teams. Yep, they've done it right. That's good. Who was first pick last time?
Stinky's pretty sure.
Alright, so starting team will be the Radiant. GF and G were first pick last time, according to Zebulon.
Are they? Might have been wrong. Actually, let me check the picks. No, I don't think the pick order in game is right, because it's showing the Monkey King as first pick, which was the last pick for Stinkies. That's not true at all.
You're being lied to.
I'm being gaslit by the end game screen.
Nice. We do a little gaslighting. Well, Stinkies are back and eager to go. GF and G are taking a small break. They're the ones that won.
It's taking a little bit more time to collect himself and get the game plan for game 2 together. Because if you're George Fourman+Grill, you're probably expecting something to be disrupted by the bans from Stinkies in this game. And I think if you target the Invoker ban, like obviously Kamaya has the rest of his hero pool, but that is a lot of his games on that Invoker. Definitely a hero he's very, very comfortable on. As for Abnat, most experienced in the Drow teams, but obviously it was picked up by Zebulon in this game. So if both of those are taken away, I'm curious to see what they come out with for him.
I mean, also obvious dire advantage.
Clearly.
I'd be interested to see if I can hit Jack up for some stats about which side is winning the most.
It looks like Judge Fourman+Grill are back in the lobby as well. It's claiming their spots on the Radiant side.
A couple of them not just back yet, so we'll just hold out a little.
So they were. Okay. Right, it was the first big tide coming out for Scotty, that's right. I remember now.
Yep, that's true. First pick tide.
Kamaya.
Just double check. Manual, starting dire.
And still needing to take its place at the table.
Perfect.
Right, it looks like George Fourman+Grill got a couple more lads on toilet break. It's going to take a little bit more time to get this game 2 going.
So it's been a 60-minute game. They need a...
It's been a long time. Kamaya has his spot now, so I think it might be alright.
I'll probably put out there catheters bit much for a charity tournament. However, if you want to win, you've got to do what it takes.
True. Yeah, I'm very, very excited to see what changes Stinkies are gonna make here to come back in this game too. But yeah, I think definitely the bans on Braxy probably didn't really achieve what Stinkies wanted, trying to ban out that Witch Doctor and Pudge. Well, he has proven to be most comfortable on the line as well. So I expect some more targeted bans coming out on these core players for George Foreman and Grill here.
Awesome. So George Foreman and Grill ready. Stinky's ready. Yep. Then let's go. I assume you're ready, Jasper?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go into the second match then.
See this game too. I'm very excited.
Oh no. And we're in. Welcome to the draft for game 2.
Just taking a little bit of more time for me to load into it.
It did take a little time. Dota does seem a little... classic Warlock ban. Instant.
Yeah.
It's taken me back to the old days with Techies instant ban. Just a little bit of a meme back in... Must have been around 2016, Dota.
Yeah, obviously nobody wants to be playing up against this Warlock, and OD ban for George Foreman and Grill.
They love that OD ban.
Did they ban that last game? I don't
They did,
remember.
yeah. That was the second ban again.
I don't... Yeah, it's probably just a hero that they don't really want to be playing against, because I don't think Ben plays much OD. And a Weaver ban coming out from George Foreman and Grill.
Where's that from?
I do not know. I would not be able to tell you.
You know what I hate? 9 o'clock at night in a game of Dota? Weaver. That's what I hate. Let's just get rid of him. Sack
I do
it
not
off.
know if Zebulon plays Weaver, but another hero just they do not want to have to deal with. And Stinky's actually getting rid of the Scotty tide here.
Get rid of
So
the
the
tide.
first respect ban coming out after the first game.
I respect it. That tide was doing work.
Which took the ban from George Foreman and Grill.
Classic Witch Doctor ban. It's gotta happen. What's the next one up? Do they ban the PA, or do they ban the Invoker? Ooh. Stinkies, you got to ban one of the two because they were nasty.
I'm not sure they're going to be first picking it though, so they might just be able to get both out.
Maybe. Do you think George Foreman felt enough pain from that Monkey King to ban it out?
Potentially. Ben was doing work, especially in the early game, getting those skills on.
They just hate a bristleback.
Yeah.
They don't like him.
George Foreman and Grill just getting these heroes out that they do not want to play against.
Doesn't matter if the enemy team plays them or not. We just don't want them.
I mean, you've got to be feeling quite strong if you're GF&G at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
You just got your first win in a tournament.
And Stinky's choosing to get rid of the Lich. So one of these... Actually, they do have... No, they only have one ban after this. So one of these, either this Invoker or this PA, gets through again.
I don't understand. I was just getting decimated by a PA and getting...
I would not be as worried about the tides as I would be about those two cores.
I agree.
But Stinky's choosing to swoop up the line this time.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick. I just don't like these bans.
But
you've got a ban now.
This game they get it.
You got 2 bans. Get rid of the Invoker, get rid of the PA. Happy days.
So if I had to guess this, I would say this is probably Braxion Putz, because it is one of the heroes he seems to play a lot.
Okay. That'll be interesting to watch.
Could go multiple ways. Obviously, he's just a fun hero to play. A lot of people just picking them because they like him. It's always fun looking for the hooks.
It's only good if you hit the hooks, though.
True. That's why I don't play him.
That's why
and there's the Invoker ban going out.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, they do actually still have 2 bans here, so they could get rid of both of them.
They could.
And going for the Lina instead. It's very surprising. It is another hero that Kamaya plays, but not targeted by any of these bans. So I expect the Drow Ranger to potentially come out in one of these teams again, considering both their carries like it. And Void Spirit Band,
Void
that's for
Spirit Band.
McThickridge.
I'm just not sure about these bands.
I mean, Void Spirit is another hero Penn plays a lot as well. So this one actually makes some degree of sense.
Oh, I just want to say I've just looked down at the other teams as they're playing. GTI Team 7, Bingus Academy. They've named their room with the new little channel name with just all pictures of their cat Bingus.
That's funny. Yeah, that's very.
I can
nice.
respect that. That's a respectable thing.
As the Dazzle is picked up for George Fourman and Grill here, potentially a hero for Duranbong. As the Dazzle, I believe, was banned out last game, so that was something they wanted to get out. Both of these picks from George Fourman and Grill were denied to them in the last game. So happy to get their choice picks this time around. Stinky's just thinking about their own second pick. And going for the Dark Willow again for Levonator, presumably. Played in the last game. Had a decent amount of success with it. Some good terrorizes. So probably comfortable enough on that hero to just play it again. Or maybe they switch it around. Give Levonator the Lion and put Taltarian on the Willow.
Maybe. It's a good support combo, I think. I'm liking the Dazzle on the George Fourman and Grill, though. It's if they get the PA again and get strong again, Dazzle is...
it's a good save.
It's a good save.
So this is the second pick in a row for Stinkies. So might be looking for the carry again, or potentially like an offlane of some sort.
We'll see what they go for. I don't think I'd fear the Legion again. That didn't seem to do too well.
I mean, they did have some success on it in the early game, but obviously when your biggest problem is a PA, Legion does not deal with that too well. So Primal Beast comes out for Stinkies. Obviously something they might want to send mid.
So I think Stinkies this time are going a little bit more meta.
I don't know if Penn plays this Primal Beast zone. Potentially neither does Ruff. So I'm wondering where they're going to send this one. But presumably it's going to be in the mid lane. That's where we see most of our Primal Beasts at the moment.
Yep. I mean, it can be played off lane. But mid Primal is super strong. It's super easy to go gank. You don't have to walk so far because you just charge in from the lane. So.
I mean, Penn was happy to do his rotations on the Monkey King in the previous game, so Primal Beast in that sense seems right up his alley.
Yep. It's a good rotator.
It's George Fourman and Grill digging up into their reserve time as well to get this third pick. They're going to have another pick after this, so it's another chance to pick up two heroes that work well together.
Well, in theory, if George Fourman really want to escape elimination, they have to win this game. If they get a draw out on the on this, they'll... Kunkka.
And Kunkka coming out.
Everyone at Eri, it's a Kunkka.
And a Drow Ranger. As expected. Couldn't pick it last game because it was picked up on Stinkies. They secure it this time.
Oh, it's looking like a strong GF&G team.
Yeah, I'm not wondering if this is a mid or an offlane Kunkka. Could be either. I don't think Scotty or Kamaya plays it more than the other. So it might be a bit of a flex pick as well. Can send it either way, seeing what Stinkies are gonna do. Stinkies will have the first pick in the last phase, so George Fourman and Grill have the luxury of just holding their last pick till the end and deciding where to send this Gonka. And they turn it around this time. It's PA going away of Stinky's.
Stinky's turn for PA. They left that late to pick. That could have easily gone the other way.
Yeah, the carry pools for Zebulon and Upnot actually seem very similar, with one PA being the first and second most played hero for both carries. And Stinky's much like George Foreman before them getting rid of the sniper, thinking there's a mid pick coming out for George Foreman and Grill still. Or potentially, yeah. Stinkies are probably looking for an offlaner still here. George Foreman and Grill choosing to get rid of the Razor. And the Storm Spirit. Maybe they're still expecting a mid pick here? Or is this another hero that want nothing to do with regardless of where it's played?
Possibly. I don't understand the Storm Spirit and Razor.
It is very hard to rationalize the bans for George Foreman and Grill. I think most of the thought process is just, what do we not want to play against?
Viper. Okay.
That's interesting. Does Kamaya play Viper? I think this might just be a pick.
They don't want to break.
Yeah, just to help the PA. Even not caring about the chance of whether it's going to be picked. You just don't want to play into this break with the PA.
No.
Probably not the best laning matchup for Primal either, so, just get it out. And with 3 seconds of reserve time on the clock, Stinkies pick up the Necro. And George Foreman responds with Murata. I haven't seen a whole lot of this hero in the tournament, I don't think. And it is a off-lane Gonka. Kamaya picks up the Murata.
Okay. Interesting. That's going to be fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. And it is Levonator on the Dark Willow again.
Taltarian
presumably, it is an offlane Primal Beast, and it's going to be a mid Necro played by Penn. Well, there's both your teams. We've got an Arcana piece on each side. Mm-hmm. So the cosmetic game's very strong across most of these players. It's just Levonator and Ruff McThickridge. It's letting their team down in the cosmetics game.
Yep. Someone gift that man a cosmetic for Primal Beast. Right, we're in the game. So what we got? We got GFNG down the bottom and Radiant, Duranbong on the Dazzle, Scotty taking the Kunkka, Braxy on Pudge, Kamaya on Muerte, and Obi not this time on the Drow.
On the Dire side, we have Zebulon taking the Phantom Assassin this time around, Levonator on his trusty Dark Willow, Penn on the Necrophos, Taltarian on the Lion and Ruff McThickridge on the Primal Beast. And I have to say, Primal Beast, a hero with a decently thick ridge, so the role-playing points definitely there for
primal
Stinky's.
ridge.
Very thick ridge.
They're waiting for them this time if they're going to come up, but it seems like GF and G have gone to the other jungle.
Honestly, if I have to give Primal Beast a name, Ruff might also be a name I would give it.
Pea-sized brain.
Just what I was waiting for.
Party hats galore coming at the moment.
Party hats coming out everywhere.
The woods have spoken.
Not on Stinky so far.
Only
to,
Penn. Only Penn is a partier.
Does he?
No fun.
So he does. Celebrating Taltarian's birthday still.
Enjoy yourself, but not too much, please.
I'd interject with an all chat, but we know that that is not allowed.
It's just going to be 2 bounty runes apiece for each team. Both teams are just going to retreat to their lanes.
So Scotty, Braxy, and Duranbong all heading bottom.
Yeah, Scotty and Braxy probably taking the teleporter up top here.
Okay.
Zebulon is going to secure this Watcher here.
Penn already down to half health. On
Immediately see Scotty on it. Oh yeah, there's a lot more action going on in this mid lane this time.
Yeah.
Penn taking a lot of damage from Kamaya.
Don't you dare.
As in the top lane is a little bit of a go on Taltarian, but nothing major. I think that was a hook landed.
You're right, Chrono. Ruff has won the name competition for GTI.
It's a very good name. I think Stinky's a lot of very good names.
It's worth a YouTube as well because it's from an old advert and it's such a good advert too. There is a lot of good names in that advert for the picking, like Mo Potato. Oh, what's going on down bottom? I'm not chasing. It's just lane going in.
Yeah, both teams kind of just playing in the other team's face at the moment.
Yeah.
They're out for blood on both sides. Mid lane a lot more even this time. Saw Penn creeping ahead on the Monkey King early in the last game this time. Pretty even between the Muerta and the Necro.
Yeah. Penn walking up looking for those clicks. Oh.
There's another hook on Taltarian, but not much in the way of follow-up. Braxy actually taking a lot of damage from the tower as well. Goes down to half. And looking for this water run to top himself up.
Oh, come on. Ugh. Every time.
There's a root on Duranbong. Ruff McThickridge is in. They're looking for him. And with Shadow Realm, levonator secures the first blood. I'm not trying to fight back against him as levonator takes out the Observer, but Ruff McThickridge is right up his thick ridge. And Upnut does get the kill on levonator with the multi-shot. Does not care too much about Ruff slapping him up in the ass.
Without his spells, Ruff's a little bit down. A little bit smooth.
Mm-hmm.
It's good support for a support play, though. I respect it.
Span's playing very close up to Kamaya's tower here, trying to get the pressure on.
I think you want to be a little bit scared if you're Kamaya, because these death pulses are going to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
When this is all done, can I catch a lift?
Yeah, Kamaya
is
definitely
out
feeling
of
pressure here from
regen
Penn.
as well. Well, out of regen, Penn sitting there happily with a fairy fire. Ooh.
Kamaya just kind of trusting these dead shots to get the snipes on the creeps and some harass onto Penn.
So Taltarian, I would be sucking off the Pudge. Pudge has such a low mana pool that if you just get him out,
I mean, at the moment, you're just using
useless.
half mana for hook. You saw him sucking off Scotty earlier. Maybe just focusing on the one that actually still has mana to play with. Yeah, suck him off again. There you go.
You gotta get that on the Pudge, man. You gotta get it on the Pudge.
I mean, at the moment, Pudge doesn't have mana to play with anyway, so he's just focusing the hero that actually has mana to play with.
True, but you know, He's going to put points into
There's
Tidebringer so they
mangoes.
can wipe the lane, and that's a manaless spell. And Torrent.
Braxi has responded to bringing in some mangoes, has the mana for hook again.
Money changes hands.
Willow gone to steal the bounty runes.
I think that was both bounties picked up by Stinkies there. Levonator and Taltarian securing them. Oh, there's another go on Taltarian, but they do not get the last hit in. Zebulon might get Braxi here. There's another dagger. There we go. It's a kill for Zebulon.
You're dead.
The miss. The miss as well.
Scotty going for the torrent, but does not catch Zebulon with it. And actually takes a couple tower hits. Zebulon turns around on him. It's a lot of damage going away, Scotty. It looks like there was also a go on Ruff McThickridge on the bottom lane, but walks away with 200 health. Looks to maybe steal a Lotus here, which is still there. It's gonna top him off nicely.
Consider it a challenge.
As at this point, we do see Kamaya slowly creeping ahead on the last hits on Penn, as we saw in the last game. Be it with Penn having a very strong early lead, which he does not have this game. So in the end, it looks like Kamaya is getting the most out of this mid lane so far. Has a level 6 on Penn as well.
Yeah. Penn does seem to be getting knocked down a bit, but yeah, he's still strong. There's Penn going. Penn's got a haste. He's going to go top.
Yeah, he wants to rotate with it. He's got his level 6, got the Reaver Scythe. He wants to get something done with it. Looking for Scotty and Braxi, who are playing very close to the tower of
Coming in.
Stinkies.
It's on
Penn is in
Braxi.
with the Death Pulse. But there's no follow-up from his team. It seems immediately runs away again.
I think it's a bit of a communication error there, because you want your
probably.
Taltarian.
If there was a stun there from Taltarian and Zebulon jumps in, I think that patch goes down easily.
Yeah. And you've got to be nervous as Penn, because you're a little bit behind in your mid lane. You kind of want to rotate to be smooth. You don't have time to waste.
McThickridge taking a beating again. Runs all the way back to base this time around. But Levonator is still in the lane to take the XP. Actually, he runs away now and looks for the bounty room, maybe? I think so.
No, Levonator coming back round for bounty.
Yeah, that's got it. As the other bounty room was picked up by Penn this time on his way back from the top lane. So there's a lot of bounties for Stinkies in this game. But there is also Wisdom Runes that have spawned. Levonator immediately onto his. And as we've seen, Fourman+Grill not particularly quick to pick up theirs. Potentially, maybe a chance for Taltarian to steal it if he runs all the way around, because Scotty and Braxi are just playing up in this lane. You could very easily just go around and sneak it.
It is super even at the moment. 50-50 win rates. Net worths are all super even. It's barely a couple hundred gold in it. Oof.
Yeah, the biggest difference we're seeing is still Kamaya is getting ahead.
Scotty going on
last
top.
hit.
Taltarian got a hook. He leaves. Lives with 100 health.
Yeah, the fact that they're not getting the follow-up on these hooks that they're looking for. It looks like they made a go onto Duranbong in the bot lane. Picked up a kill there, but the Ruff McThickridge getting a lot of slow from Drow. But Levonated there with the Bramble Mace. But yeah, it looks like Fourman+Grill are not getting the follow-ups they need on the hooks from the patch here, because he's landing the hooks, but the follow-up is not there. There's another hook on Taltarian. He's very low this time around. They should get him this time. It's Torrent coming from Scotty, but no axe.
Gotta use the axe with the torrents.
Just the torrents. You need to aim very carefully to get it off.
Yeah.
And Taltarian works away from hook again.
The issue is Scotty had nothing to cleave there. If there was something to cleave, Taltarian would have fallen.
Yeah, but at the same time, the axe into the torrent like the oldest trick in the book with the Kunkka. It's very easy to pull off.
Ruff McThickridge is back and he's got a party hat on.
Yes. In fact, there's party hats across the team for Stinky's now. It's just Zebulon and the birthday boy himself without one at the moment.
So we're up to 9.5 minutes, and guess what? He's down in the...
Duranbong stepping up very far. Gonna get Bramble Maze by Levonator and charged by Ruff. He graves himself, but he's probably still gonna fall to this. There's no way he's getting out of there. Zabnot tries to go for Levonator. He's getting slapped by Ruff, and Penn comes in for this rotation. If he gets a scythe off, that's Zabnot very, very dead. Doesn't seem to find the range though. Zabnot gets out and begins to strike back to the mid lane. As looks like they also got Taltarian on top for George Fourman+Grill, so return kill being found across the map.
So as I was saying, 10 minutes in, Jesper, and guess what's still just north of GF&G's Tormentor?
I believe it would be a Wisdom Rune.
A Wisdom Rune. They just don't believe they exist.
Scotty trying to cut the wave here, put some pressure on the tower for Stinkies. But Penn is rotating in again. He wants this. He's got a just TP on the courier at the moment. Looking for the Sunshine Kaya. They found the stun on Scotty. He's being hooked out by Braxia.
Oh, that was a good hook out.
Zebulon tries to go for the dagger, but Scotty's out way too far already.
Again, doing a great job of wasting Penn's time on these rotations.
Yeah, Kamaya probably
Kamaya has
this.
come though.
Kamaya has come in here. He wants some of this. Gets a silence on Penn and fears him back into the circle. They're getting a lot of damage on Penn.
Nice X on it.
Ooh. Kamaya is out with Pierce to Veil. Gets the kill on Penn. And Ruff McThickridge turns up for this as well. Gets eaten by
All of
Braxi.
Stinkies has come in.
Wants to hit it, but he's very low on health. And Scotty's probably going to go down here. So he does. So in the end, a 1-for-1 trade. Just the Penn going down on the side of Stinkies and Scotty on the side of GFG.
It's a mid for an off lane, isn't it?
They're going still on pot. They want this. And they get the Braxia's kill as well. So that's
Still a kill in favor of Stinkies at the end.
That feels like just a message.
obviously Pudge famous for having very, very low armor. So an easy target for Zebulon with these strong physical crits.
Yep. Ruff
McThickridge
back to the bottom.
Back to the bottom. Gets finds the Lotus in his fountain.
How's Obi not doing? Just a little bit off of Dragon Knots.
Oh, they're gonna find the go on Upland here, but it's a very good gust stopping the charge from Ruff McThickridge. Span is also here, but doesn't quite get the dive on Upland he was looking for. That was a very good reaction with the gust on the charging Primal Beast. If that charge connects, he's probably dead. Gets pulverized and just taken down. Kamaya is also rotating in for this. Sees the rotation from Penn and tries to match it, but Penn is already on his way back to the mid lane. Instead they go on Ruff. They got the sinus on him.
3v1, he's going to go down. He's going to go down.
It's Kamaya picking up a kill there, commits to Grace to Veil.
Kamaya back to the mid lane. Penn.
And he's straight back into the mid lane.
Oh, straight on the Penn.
Penn into him.
It's like Penn didn't even notice that Kamaya TP back in. Top's pushing onto the tower.
Kamaya getting a lot done on his Murata in this game.
Oh, that was a good lucky hook.
That's a hook going out. Zebulon barely getting out, but the cleave from Scotty gets him in the end. Penn commits the fight, but actually not low enough to kill him. So in the end, a clean kill from George Fourman+Grill onto the carry of Stinkies. I'm going to be very happy with that.
Let's put them back in the lead. What have we got now? Slight advantage to GFG.
As Braxi is still hanging around the lane on this very low health. He's got 100 health and he's dewarding.
It's
TP
straight in from the PA and jump, right?
Yeah, he is. No, it looks like the TP is coming out in the tier 2. Doesn't want to go for the patch kill. Just looking up to farm up the jungle instead.
Pudge has got Trank, so it is...
Yeah, he's slowly regenning up. Taltarian misses a stun, and Scotty takes down the top tower. Oh, there's the Axe Torrent combo from Scotty.
These torrents not entirely on time, I don't think. I don't know.
No, but gets the job done.
Good enough.
Trying to go for the hook here from Braxy, gets it.
Oh.
It's another kill for George Fourman+Grill. So it looks like this this off lane for George Fourman+Grill finally picking up some steam and driving them into a 4K lead.
Not sure about their carry though. We've just got to Dragon Launch on their Drow Ranger, and what's our PA on? PA is
Zebulon just looking to finish up the Battle Fury.
Nearly at battle. Got a cornucopia.
They're trying to mess with him still. Jumps to Penn. Penn also pretty low, but Ruff McThickridge is in on Kamaya. Gets the buff rise off. Hooked out by Braxy though. Scotty is in with the torrent and the boat. Misses the boat. Gets scythe, but not low enough. As Zebulon comes in, this could be a good cleanup for Stinkies. Dodges the hook from Braxy. Zebulon, yeah, just edging. Just gets the dagger off on Braxy in the end. As Ruff McThickridge wants to go for more, he wants Scotty, but it doesn't find him with the onslaught. It's the return Axe Torrent is coming in. But this is a very chunky boy to bring down. It's a man with a very thick ridge. They don't get him.
He lives to thicken his ridge another day. GFNG managed to scrape a 3k lead.
It was a 4k lead earlier, but at last fight slightly in favor of Stinkies. Back up to 4k now, so just around the edge it seems. It's both teams just taking some time to fall back into their farming patterns. But yeah, currently all the top 3 networks on the side of George Fourman+Grill. So they are coming out slightly better off this laning phase, but not a huge difference. Definitely nothing close to what we saw from the PA in the last game. Though she has just finished the Battle Fury, so gonna start that farming process that catapulted up now into the lead in the previous game.
Yeah, Lion nearly at Bleak Dagger. Penn going boots and travels.
Some good timings coming up for Stinkies. Kamaya is looking for a BKB. And Scotty, it seems, doing the same. Also going for the BKB.
Mr. Thickridge just taking the bottom. Oh.
Tries to trample the wave, but it's fortified.
A cheeky fort, that is. Is Drow coming in? I don't know.
Yeah, just pushing out the wave.
I don't think he can dive
in the jungle.
I don't think he's got
Probably
all the
not.
damage yet. It's got a thick ridge, but they're not sharp.
True. Oh, they find Penn here in the top jungle. They get to eat, they get the boat. Ooh. He gets to go straight off, so stays alive for now, but is there enough help coming in? It does not look like it. Oh, he does stay alive, gets a side off on Braxy, so gets him back. Kamaya is in with the Pierce to Veil, and there is Stinkies apart. Double kill for Kamaya. 3 down on Stinkies to the 1 of George Fourman+Grill. It's a very good trade for them.
Yeah. I think this may be GF&G. Yeah, it's another swing. 74% in their favor now.
Mm-hmm. So they're gonna look to pressure this mid tier 2. No reaction, real reaction coming in from Stinky so far, but they do have to fortify, they do commit it. And Scotty's actually caught on the tower, runs into 2 sets of brambles. He gets the grave off. Is there anything more coming in? Ben is here. He wants it, he gets it. It's a good kill for Stinkies. He's probably gonna blunt the assault from George Fourman+Grill for now. They're gonna go out of the game.
So Zebulon has the Battle Fury now, so if I were you, Zebulon, you need to be farmed.
Oh, Ruff is up on Braxy. Braxy is all alone here. He goes down very, very easily.
It's an easy
It's another
kill
kill
for
picked
PA.
up for Zebulon.
PA just getting distracted by these fights. You need to head off. You need to
Nice.
go build some
Finding his
items.
way back into the jungle. Going for the BKB first this game. Probably feels the pressure coming out from George Fourman+Grill. This is a fight in the mid lane. They find Kamaya with the pulverize and she goes down. Duranbong also caught in the brambles. It's another kill for Stinkies. As Scotty's charging in, trying to find Taltarian, but might go down to the tower. He's still tanking it. He goes down to it. There's the cleave. Ruff McThickridge has another charge. So they want to go further, but don't want to dive to tier 2 with Upnot coming in. Stinky's
not.
retreat.
Your plan at the moment is to make space for this PA, and they're doing.
There
good
is a
job of
double
that.
damage here though. Oh, they found an axe on Penn. Maybe want to go here, but Scotty's very low. Probably doesn't feel comfortable going into melee range there.
Penn is
And
double
this
damage.
is good space for Zebulon to farm in. He's probably very happy with this.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I think he's still looking for this mid tier 1. But George Fourman+Grill are in position to defend it. Scotty already did there. Braxy TPing in. Duranbong and Kamaya bringing up the rear.
Hey, say it. Stinkies aren't interested anymore. They've just gone back to their farming.
Or just see the rotations coming in and realize they probably can't make the push into that. If George Fourman+Grill actually get aggressive on them, they see Taltarian here, don't get the hook. It looks like it walks away for now, and George Fourman+Grill retreat.
The PA's gone Shadowblade.
God,
Sorry, Drow. Drow's gone Shadowblade.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still working towards the BKB, but yeah. Upnot has the Shadowblade finished up.
Oh,
looking
that's
for the
smoking the top
Archon now.
jungle.
Yeah, that's 4 members of Stinkies trying to find something.
They know Dazzle's over here. This Dazzle's possibly about to have a bad
Duranbong
time.
is very far out. He could potentially be caught here. They're going for Upnots. They want the Drow. There's Pulverize. Kamaya goes into Pierce the Veil, doing a lot of damage with these shots. Scotty picks up Taltarian. Ruff McThickridge and Levonator both taken out as well.
Just so much
And
to counter Mr.
Penn
Thickridge.
gets the side on Braxy, but saved by the grave from Duranbong. It's a lovely grave there.
Zebulon's
Zebulon
turned
was
up.
actually coming in for this, and Scotty's found him with the axe. He's got to run for his life here. Just about avoids getting clipped by the slow from Upnot. Jumps to Penn, tries to get out. Scotty is hot on his pursuit.
Oh, they've got the X off.
Finds another axe. There's the torrent. They get it. They get the silence as well.
Oh,
and that is
that's a good
Zebulon
kill
going
for
down.
GFG.
That's a very good kill. Probably not worth for Zebulon to try and come into this fight.
No.
It's gonna put him further and further away from the BKB that he needs. It's George Fourman+Grill resuming their push on the mid tower. No fortifier this time for Stinkies. So very likely gonna get it down here. Levonator picked up Wisdom Rune again, and it's just a stack of 3 on the side of GFG. No Wisdom Runes picked up yet.
They don't want it.
They don't need it. Like we're 7k ahead without him. Yes, it looks like Scotty's going for the water park build, the Kanka axe with the Torrent Storm. Everyone likes a good water park. And George Fourman+Grill just continuing their push with this top tier 2, and there's a fortify coming in from Stinkies, but not actually responding to defend it. It's potentially very dangerous. Oh, there was a ping from Scotty on the Wisdom Runes. They are aware they exist. This is step 1 of collecting the Wisdom Runes.
He
This
may
looks
be
like George
pinging
Fourman+Grill.
Tormentor.
They're still gonna take this tower away. And that is the glyph down for Stinkies for now. They won't have it if they push to tier 3 in the next 5 minutes. So the Tormentor is cleaned up by Stinkies. The shard going the way of Levonator. But yeah, this Fourman+Grill death ball is very, very strong right now. Zebulon trying to farm his way back into the game, but still does not quite have the BKB.
He's 130 gold off.
Kamaya's gonna go up the high ground into the triangle here. Feels very confident.
Oh, bounty!
It's gonna take away the outpush here, trying to make this area unavailable to farm for Zebulon. He's retreated up to the other jungle right now. Penn, I think, has Kamaya finished. There it is. Got the boots of travel as well. Hopefully, probably hoping to start making some space with that again, but doesn't quite have the lead that Kamaya had on his Invoker in the last game. Ruff McThickridge going
Straight
for the
into the
onslaught
desert.
on Duranbong with Penn behind. They should be able to bring him down quite easily, but Kamaya is coming in. They commit a scythe at the end. Kamaya goes for the Pierce to Veil, doing a lot of damage to Penn here, and Penn goes down. Ruff going for another onslaught, but doesn't quite connect. So in the end, it's a trade for Duranbong for Penn, which is probably not quite the trade we're looking for on Stinkies, as Fourman+Grill also clean up another tier 2 tower.
Oh, Ruff McThickridge finds the thick shield.
He's,
The
he's coming
Moeta
in huh?
very much countering this primal beast.
Oh, look at this Nutkin. Braxy finding 3 wisdom runes. We did it. There we go.
Delicious.
26 minutes in, we found the wisdom runes. Now the question is, are they gonna find the next one in a minute and a half? And how long is it gonna take? Is it gonna stay there till the end of the game?
Did we just see an XP?
Ruff McThickridge looking for this Lotus here, but Obnot is Invis next to him. He is stranded. Gets hooked back to him by Braxy and he's very dead.
Look at that average XP go up. That was 21% average XP, 23% even. Just from those wisdom runes.
Scotty informs his team their trusty mate. Zebulon
That's a lovely
does
shot
have to
on.
BKB now. Looking for that Desolator. But there's another kill on Taltarian. Fourman+Grill just rampaging through the jungle of Stinkies right now. And they are probably gonna look to pressure this high ground. Feeling very, very comfortable in this game. It's the wave comes in from Scotty just to push the creeps away. And there's a hook on Levonator. That's another kill. It's gonna make it hard for Stinkies to contest this push. And they do not have that glyph which they used earlier on the tier 2, so this tier 3 is probably going down. It's the range tracks almost immediately going down. They find the Axe Torrent on Penn, but Scotty is very far out. Gets taken down by Zebulon and Penn. Meanwhile, Ruff in with the Pulverize on Duranbong. Penn goes down as well. Zebulon hook back in goes down as well.
That was a cracking hook.
There's a buyback on Ruff, but with Penn and Zebulon dead with no buyback, this is going to be very hard for them to
Taltarian just deciding to die there.
hold. So Levonator is back. There is a buyback on Penn now, but he does not have the side. So I don't quite know if they can actually hold against this push from Fourman+Grill.
You just got to keep taking the racks, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're doing.
Oh,
10 seconds, still Penn is back, 15 for Zebulon. And Ruff sees this lone Dazzle, tries to go for him. Looking for the Pulverize maybe, but doesn't
just
find
out
it.
of action.
Kamaya is almost gets a fair on him. It would be very, very scary. As all members of Stinky's back in the game right now.
And you got 4 men and a grill knocking on your door. Go on, put some vision down there, Braxy. They won't do water.
The second tier 3 goes down. They're looking to find something here, but Taltarian just got caught out. Ruff McThickridge is in. Gets a pulverize on the Dazzle, but just gets obliterated by Obnot.
He's just not thick enough.
Levonator trying to find his way in there, but Zebulon is also killed. And this is looking very, very difficult for Stinkies.
It's looking fairly over. What does the graph say? We are 97% in favour of GF.
Only the support with buybacks right now.
Penn tries to hold, but gets silenced and quite likely goes down here as well.
Yeah.
And he does have to buyback, or probably have to use it.
Stinky's refusing to GG out there.
Yeah. I mean, if they're gonna hold it anyway, and there's the GGs coming out from Stinkies.
They do not see a way back in this game. And George Fourman and Grill close out the series with a 2-0. And half the time that it took them to close out the first game.
So, in as much as the first game was long, the second game was short. Appreciated.
So yeah, very dominant display by George Fourman and Grill in the second game. And they take the series.
Yep. A very good series taken by GF&G. I think it's, like I said, they had to secure both of them at the bottom there, or else they would look to be getting eliminated. I just hope this hasn't secured Stinkies into the elimination, because we all love Stinkies.
Everybody loves Stinkies. Unfortunately, could not get Taltarian a win for his birthday.
Unlucky. Oh well. Alright, that was a
great series. I love fun.
Good series. Thank you. Thank you for letting me join you, Jesper.
Yeah, thank you.
And to anyone watching, good night.